Good morning, everybody. This is Eureka John with Eureka Street Crypto Hub, broadcasting live from Leander, Texas. And it is August 20th, 21. It is the last day of the second to last week of August, and seems like time's going faster as I'm getting older. Is that the case for everybody else? Because I remember when I was a kid, just a couple days felt like 10 years, so you're just trying to wait for the school season to end or whatever, and then now it's just like, wow, it's already August. What the hell happened, man? So I don't know. Life is weird, man, and okay. So that being said, this is my show. It's my video blog. I do this every single day, and I don't always have something to say of amazing substance or quality, but I'm on here every day learning something about crypto, and this is kind of my discipline, to learn something new about crypto and talk about it, even if it's just an article or two from the night before. Sometimes I'm sitting around poking around with more production-oriented stuff, so I don't really get to some of the the meaty crypto stuff, and then other times I do. And then I've been having interviews on lately. People have come on the show and talked to me, which is cool. They're talking to little old me and everything like that, and that's amazing. I'm really humbled by it, so that's cool. And got to feel like I got a pretty good crew of base people that log on that are based as well. Randy's one of them. Good morning, Randy. Thanks for telling me that there was no sound a second ago. I started the video stream and there was no sound because yesterday I was poking around with the sound settings, and guess I forgot to turn the volume up on something. So, it's not financial advice, and I'm not your teacher. So that's for people that want me to give price action, or will blame me if they invest in something and it all goes astray. Sorry, man. Yeah. All right. Let's go take a look here at the old CoinGecko and see what is going on. All right. Let's refresh. Bitcoin's up at 47,000. Man, I'm glad I bought some Bitcoin and Ethereum while it was, at least a couple thousand less for Bitcoin, and down in like 2,900 and low 3,000s for Ethereum. Because look at it now, and everything's jumping back up. It's kind of just little surges, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I don't know what's that song? Some George Strait song, and that's not even the way it sounds, but you get the idea. Crypto kind of goes in that, and I believe in it long term as a whole. And I believe in the technology in Web 3.0. And be like, oh, you into crypto? Do you like to trade? No, I don't like to trade. I believe in the direction it's going. I believe in blockchain, and I believe in Web 3.0. I believe that we are currently shifting our entire financial system to get off the dollar and go to cryptographic and digital assets. I believe that's pretty much what is the impetus, the driving impetus behind all this new normal and building back better and great reset, and behind everything that's going on with the whole Rona situation. This ain't about any type of virus, I'll tell you that. I hate to say the V word because it used to be vagina, but no, it's now. So. All right, that being said, where was I? Okay, so Bitcoin, $47,193.16. Ethereum, $3,214.20. Cardano, $252. Damn, up 39%. Binance Coin, $429.54. XRP, $1.25. The Dogecoin, 32 cents. Polkadot, 27.69. Solana, 72.05. Uniswap, 28.17. Bitcoin Cash, 662.56. Terra, 29.97. Chainlink, 27.34. Everything's blowing and going, man. Polygon, $1.51. Theta Network, 7.19. Let's see here. Cosmos, 19.35. The Graph, $1.05. Dang, glad I bought some Graph. EOS, 526, and I say EOS because I'm going to take a quick look at that here in a second. And Monero 269.66. Let's see what else we got here. We got anything that's going all bonkers? Oh, I did want to see Quant Network 188.39. I think it got up near 200 maybe a day or two ago. Quant Network's one of those weird ones, man, and it's blowing and going. It's got a small market cap. It's kind of based on interoperability, mainly kind of a banker's token. So yeah, some interesting stuff happening. I want to take a look and see. Are you able to search by date? Let's see here. Filter. All platforms. No. You know, I'm gonna have to look at that because I wanted to see what the market looked like back in 2018 when I started, because I remember this top 10 looked a lot different. Yeah, I don't know how to search for that right now, and I'll poke around with it, and then I'll come back on tomorrow or something. Speaking of which, tomorrow I have an interview as well with Bern Huxtable of MarketSquare.io, and they're kind of they're putting out a new type of blockchain focused type of media outlet that allows you to publish articles, and it does so in a way that is a different setup, I guess, than if you were to use Medium, that type of blog engine, or PublishOX. So I don't know. I'll let him talk about it tomorrow. But anyway, so let's go take a look here. Let's find EOS. Where'd you go? EOS. And well, I saw it a second ago, and it was kind of disappeared on me. There you are. EOS 526. Up 7.9%. And let's look at the 180-day chart here. And look, you had like a major spike, and that was right there in May when everything was spiking. And look at that. And so the reason I'm looking at EOS is because I keep seeing these ads for Upland pop up on Brave. So I was finally like, all right. And I got a recommendation from somebody that messaged me on Twitter to take a look at Upland, and I was like, okay, it's another one of these, NFT games, blockchain games. Sammy Snake, I interviewed him a couple days ago, and he enlightened me on a lot of these play to earn type of games, and a lot of people are entering into the crypto space through these play to earn games, and this particular individual did as well. And it's how he entered into the crypto space, through games like Upland and stuff like that. And you start, getting these NFT assets, and then they start building and attaining value, and then you realize that you actually have something worth money on your hands, and you start trading back and forth with the community, and then it translates into real money, and it's all being built using NFTs in the blockchain. And then I found out that Upland was based on the EOS blockchain, and I was like, wait a second, like EOS is one of those. The reason I wanted to look back at like the 2018 top 10 charts and stuff like that is because I remember EOS was on there, if I remember correctly. Hold on, let's go to CoinMarketCap. I think CoinMarketCap has one where you can look back by date. Let's see here. Let's see, price estimates, global spotlight. I don't know, historical snapshots. All right, let's go back and take a look and see where we were on. Let's say this time in 2018. So we'll just do August 19th. All right, and let's see where we were. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Bitcoin Cash number 4, EOS, Stellar, Litecoin, Tether at number 8, Cardano at number 9, and Monero at number 10. My, how things have changed. EOS number 5, Bitcoin Cash, XRP number 3. There's only one stable coin in there, and yeah, now that I believe there's 2 or 3 stable coins at the top, showing the dominance now that's happening with a bunch of stable coins coming into play. So yeah, this is a pretty interesting stuff here. And then we go back to today, and let's see, let's compare it. And so today we have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Binance Coin, Tether, XRP, Dogecoin, Polkadot, USDC, and then Binance USD got knocked down quite a bit for a few days. For a couple months there, Binance, Tether, and USDC were all in the top 10 as far as stable coins were concerned. So let's go back over here to the coin market cap page. Where'd you go? And so yeah, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, right there. EOS Stellar, which is Stellar and XRP are very similar. That they're both bankers tokens focused on remittances and international transfers and stuff like that. Litecoin and Tether, Cardano down at number 9, and Monero at number 10. Let's see where Monero sits at nowadays. Wow. Yeah, it's down at number 35, and EOS is at number 34. So, yeah, things have changed a little bit. Stella's at number 22. Bitcoin Cash is knocked down to number 12. And, yeah, so interesting. And to see Dogecoin up at number 7, that's incredible. So, when in doubt, zoom out, look at history, and, sometimes if you I mean, it's for both optimism and pessimism. It's just for a different look, really. I mean, it can go both ways. So I don't know. All right, so let's take a look at this Upland here. I'll start our journey. So welcome to Upland. You are free to begin your journey in any of our cities. Just select the city you wish to visit below to get started. We recommend starting out in one of the affordable cities: Staten Island in the East Coast or Bakersfield in the West Coast. I've been to Bakersfield. I lived in New York City for 5 years. I never went to Staten Island. Bakersfield, it's an oil town. I don't know what else to say about it, but let's see here. If you choose a premium city such as Chicago, San Francisco, or Manhattan, acquiring property will require the purchase of UPX. UPX tokens are their tokens. Keen for something in the middle? Try visiting Oakland, Fresno, or Cleveland. I've visited all 3. Fresno a couple times, and Fresno was quite an interesting experience as well. It just reminds me of like the actual embodiment of Sons of Anarchy. Oh man! All right, so let's go to Fresno, man. All right, so the easy living, the beautiful city of Fresno, California is the ideal place to start off in Upland. Slower pace with inexpensive property with a steadily growing community. Fresno, still lots to do and limitless opportunity. All right, so Fair Start Act. Getting started in a new city can be tough. The Fair Start Act, or FSA, was designed to help new players like you get started. Properties with an FSA label are reserved for newer players and are generally less expensive than other properties. Be sure to pick a few up. And then San Francisco, when you're ready to move for more competition, bigger events, and bigger opportunities, San Francisco is the place to be. It has more players, more expensive property, and a lot more activity from the community. When you're ready for the next level in Upland, you can take the train from Fresno to San Francisco, where you can then even fly to New York City. Just send your Block Explorer to the train terminal and enjoy the ride. Interesting, okay? So all this is based on the EOS blockchain, and the EOS boasts 100,000 transactions per second, but they said that's probably not a reality. So you always be careful when these blockchains boast that much. I don't know. Let's see here. 101 UPX bonus. Get this bonus after completing your first property purchase in Upland. All right. So as far as from what I can remember in Fresno, hold on. There is the Old Town Fresno, and then there is over on the east side is a little bit more the the poshy part, around Clovis and stuff like that. But of course, I stayed in the little prostitutionville, the Days Inn, and I got a hole in my tire, so I had a flat tire in the parking lot, and I saw some ladies of the night doing the walk of shame, and it was a pretty interesting experience over there. But yeah, so yeah, I was over somewhere around here, and it was interesting, around Motel Drive. North Motel Drive. Yeah. So anyway, that being said, let's go take a look at EOS. So I guess you buy property and it's NFTs, and you can buy and sell and trade them and stuff like that, and then it becomes real money. I don't know a whole lot about it right now. I'm just taking my first look here. That's what this show's about here. It's not necessarily me being a pro on all this stuff and trying to teach you. Like I said, I'm just like exploring this stuff. This is my time in the morning to do it. So, all right, so let's go to DApp Radar. EOS does have some DApps, and if you don't know what a DApp is, it's basically a decentralized application. It's a website with wallet capability built built on the blockchain, or built for use and interaction with a blockchain is basically what I mean. When people say, oh, it's on the blockchain, it's not really on the blockchain. It's built with some type of connection to the blockchain in order to be able to interact with the blockchain. So let's see some of these. So the cool thing about DApp Radar, it's a really good website to have in your bookmarks, is it looks in, check it out, all these are blockchains right here. And it goes through and it shows you dApps for every single one of these blockchains. So if you want to see how useful a blockchain is, look at this. This is Ethereum dApps. There's a whole bunch of pages. It just goes on, and these are all different types of dApps, and it's a great way to learn what's out there, what type of dApps a blockchain might have, how many dApps a blockchain might have. There's Mirror, Compound, Alchemix, Synthetics. I mean, some of these are blue chips like Aave and Compound and Synthetics. Badger Finance is cool. Cream, Oasis app. Ethereum has it's the number one blockchain for dApps. Right now, whatever people may say about Ethereum has the market dominance on decentralized applications for the blockchain. All right. I guess there's some sponsored ones up here. So now let's go to Tron. We'll take a look at those dApps. And Tron has a few dApps. Goes to looks like maybe about 4 pages. Okay. And then let's go to Ontology. See what kind of dApps this has. And I talked to Humpty Calderon, the head of community at Ontology, and he taught me a lot about Ontology and what it does for decentralized identifications, and the ecosystem that they're building. Right now, it looks to be only have about 3 dApps, or maybe 3 dApps, and but they're building, and they have something called Wing Finance, which is a really cool DeFi platform. And then let's see here. So I've never heard of Thundercore. Steam seems to be really old. Wax. Let's see Wax. Wax, as I've shown you, has a lot of games and NFT stuff built into it. I don't really know how these dApps work on Wax, so I'll have to get a little more versed on that. And then Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, Layer 2 solution right there. Flow, built specifically for NFTs. Let's see what's up with the Flow. No dApp found using these filters. Binance Smart Chain, Bakery Swap, Bunny Park, Honey Farm, Venus. That's a decentralized finance one. Alpaca Finance. I've been airdropped some of these tokens, and I'm not sure if this is the actual token for Alpaca Finance or if they're scam tokens, so I'll have to look at that. So anyway, that being said, let's go back over here to EOS. And for a while back, I found this app here, Vigor, which is a dApp that is a DeFi dApp based on EOS as well. And Vigor, borrow, lend, and insure decentralized platform and community. So you can do DeFi on EOS blockchain as well. Low volatility, crypto loans, borrow, you get rewards for them, lending and savings. Okay. Yeah, decentralized community of freely accessible, decentralized, autonomous community of daily elected 21 custodian and 100 plus candidates oversees and distributes the development and maintenance of completely independent Vigor protocol, the smart contracts that power Vigor. So yes, EOS does allow smart contract building on it as well. They compare it here to Maker, which is the huge Ethereum platform that manufactures the DAI token, which is a stable coin. And I don't know about Equilibrium Framework, but that shows a collateral requirement right here, 111%. Not bad. That's a really low collateral needed to be able to borrow on that platform. So interesting. And then they have an automatic bailout platform. Okay. So, all right. So let's. There's the website. Let's see here. Where'd you go? EOS.io. Now, I was trying to figure out how EOS is mined and how the blockchains are made, the blocks are made, and how the miners, if there are miners, get some kind of block reward or validators or what. And I could not really find any real concrete information. EOS is a highly performant open source blockchain platform built to support safe, compliant, and predictable digital infrastructures. It supports public networks such as EOS, Telos, and Wax, and private networks alike. EOS.io is fast, flexible, and forward-driven, enabling developers, entrepreneurs, and co-creators and institutions to build and innovate with confidence. All right, so what is a blockchain? All right. What is the relationship between Block 1 and EOS.io? Block 1 is a producer of a highly scalable, high-performance, open-source software is at the forefront of developing the next generation of the Internet. Its leading-edge solutions serve the need of large-scale enterprises as they seek to integrate blockchain into their business models. What are projects being built on EOS.io? So blockchain is building EOS.io, and what are the projects being built on it? Is a community composed of blockchain enthusiasts, and individuals and institutions that build, collaborate, and innovate to bring new apps and business models to the market. So EOS.io powers the two fastest public blockchains, EOS and Telos. So Telos is built by the same. It's powered by the same company. Interesting, or community powered by the same community, as well as over 400 applications such as Upland, DeFi Box, and many more. Discover how many others are managing and building blockchain applications and digital assets. Explore the possibilities of blockchain platforms with the built on EOS.io series, which showcases the latest projects. Okay. There's smart contracts, combines a legal contract with a form of computer code to automate the execution of specific terms of an agreement between parties in an objective way. Some distinguishing characteristics of EOS.io smart contracts include being written in C++ and the ability of sustaining upgrades after deployment without disrupting the blockchain network. So Ethereum is written with Solidity. This is written with C++. C++ is the core language, I believe, if I'm correct, for Ethereum. Either that or it's Go. I don't know. Either way, so C++ is also a core language for Bitcoin as well. So that's by the core, I'm meaning the actual building of the blockchain rather than the scripting language used to create smart contracts. All right, so block producers. This is where I was interested. Block producers play a key role in the operation of the network. Block producers verify transactions on the EOS.io networks by collecting transaction data and storing that information in blocks. Once a block is prepared, block producers broadcast the block to the network for verification. After the block is verified, the transaction data is uploaded to the blockchain by the block producer who prepared it. Who are these block producers? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I cannot find who's the block producer. So if you know this, tell me. Let's go over here to Investopedia. Sometimes it's good to not have to hear about all the market speak. What is EOS? It's a blockchain-based decentralized platform used to develop, host, and run business applications, or dApps. Okay, launched in June 2018. EOS is old school. After an initial coin offering that raised $4.1 billion in crypto for Block 1, the company that developed the open source software called EOS.io that is used on the platform. So Block 1 is did the whole initial coin. Yes, did the initial coin offering, and it developed the open source software called EOS.io. So it was built by Block 1. EOS cryptocurrency is used for payment system on the network. So if we go back here to CoinMarketCap, where did you go? So EOS is number 5 back in August of 2018. So it was only 3 months old then, and it was number 5. All right, and right now EOS is sitting down pretty far. Like what is it, 34 or 35? So things might not have worked out exactly as they had planned. It's sitting at number 34. So let's see here. Blockchain-based that enables the development of business applications or dApps. I mean, it seems pretty centralized. I can't find anything where it really promotes or supports the idea of anybody coming to spin up some kind of node, or being able to mine it or stake it. EOS supports core functionality that allows businesses to create blockchain-based applications that is similar to web-based applications. EOS provides secure access and authentication, permission, data hosting, usage management, and communication between dApps and the internet. Supported by a web toolkit store that aims at hassle-free app development. The basics of EOS, composed of 2 key elements, EOS.io software and EOS tokens. The EOS.io is akin to the operating system of a computer. It manages and controls the EOS blockchain network. The software uses blockchain architecture for vertical and horizontal scaling of dApps. Okay. The EOS token is the cryptocurrency of the network. A developer only needs to hold EOS coins rather than spending them to use network resources and to build and run dApps. Token holders who are not running any apps can allocate or rent their bandwidth to other participants who need it. Currently owned by the Block One company, EOS was launched by Dan Larimer, who is also the founder and creator of established platforms including BitShares and Steem. Steem was an attempt, I guess, to put social media on the blockchain. Apparently, because of their voting and governance mechanisms, it didn't really work out that well as far as I know. I mean, I could be absolutely wrong. I don't know the first thing about Steem, honestly. So EOS, how is it different? It's seen as a direct competitor to Ethereum. So it's another one of these quote-unquote Ethereum killers that happened back in the day. And, I think the term Ethereum killer has been played out. Ethereum has found its place. It's not going anywhere. And Ethereum killers... that doesn't exist anymore. I think there's going to be Ethereum complementers and Ethereum niche projects and stuff like that. And there's spaces for everybody, and all different types of projects are finding their niche. But Ethereum is not going anywhere. There's no Ethereum killer. EOS is seen as a direct competitor to Ethereum with ambitions to be bigger, better, and faster, especially faster, while Ethereum can handle 15 transactions per second. Ethereum is aiming for millions of transactions per second. Note that this is a goal, not a reality. With the size of dApps, again, what I was saying, with these blockchains advertising millions of transactions per second, look at the reality of it, Just because some kind of processor might be capable of tons of calculations per second in a computer doesn't mean that it's going to be able to have the other architectural infrastructure to be able to handle that. So there's a lot of things that go on between some type of calculations or transactions per second and stuff like that in computers. It's a little more complex. With the size of dApps ecosystem increasing every day on the blockchain networks, the limited availability of resources is a major issue. EOS.io attempts to address these problems by offering more scalability, flexibility, and usability through its unique mechanism. Characteristics of EOS.io claims to be able to support thousands of commercial-scale dApps without hitting performance bottlenecks through its parallel execution and asynchronous communication methodology across the network. The efficiency is further boosted by separate modules that are involved in the working of dApps. For example, the authentication process is performed separately from the execution process. Usability features, a web toolkit for interface development, self-describing interface, self-describing database schemas, and a declarative permission scheme, all these making the developer's job of creating and maintaining apps easier. All right. EOS setup does not use the now familiar mining concept used by Bitcoin. Rather, block producers generate the required number of blocks and are rewarded by the creation of new EOS tokens for the block they produce. Block producers can publish a desired figure for payment, and the number of tokens they create is calculated based on the median value of the expected pay published by all block producers. As block producers obviously desire higher pay, this feature can be misused. To counter this, a mechanism caps producer awards tokens so that the total annual hike in token supply will not exceed 5%. Token holders who vote on the matter have the authority to vote out block producers who demand more. This mechanism functions in a way that is complementary to EOS storage, as all token holders pay for file storage on the EOS network through a portion of their annual inflation. So they have to pay for the file storage using the EOS tokens. As long as they are storing files on a network, their EOS tokens will be held up and will lose value at the rate of inflation. The more storage required, the more blocks will be demanded from the block creators, who can demand more value for their work through higher pay inflation, which the token holders approve. If storage demand decreases, inflation will be lower, reducing the cost of value from stored EOS tokens. EOS tokens can be kept in multiple wallets, including Ethereum wallet, MyEther wallet, and MetaMask. So interesting that's Ethereum compatible with the wallets. The tokens can be traded on exchanges including Bitfinex and Yobit. So then there's some skepticism here. There's some governance. EOS faces skepticism in other ways. Shortly after its launch, block producers froze 7 accounts that had held stolen accounts, but EOS had no legitimized authority to do so. This move illustrates another controversy surrounding EOS, which is that it lacks an effective government process. In 2019, Brock Pierce, an early member of the Block One team, made news where he suggested EOS is now governed by a Chinese oligarchy. Although it is true that the majority of the block producers are based in China, the concern has more to do with the risks that centralization poses. The main complaints about the current block producers are that they don't prioritize building new dApps that will attract other users to the blockchain. Regarding governance, EOS has since settled on a system in place to run a vote across all EOS holders, but EOS New York said it's simply a way of gauging the interest of holders. Interesting, and I still haven't figured out how to become a block producer. So let's see if I can search for that. How to become an EOS block producer. All right, so let's see if this is open source or not. I mean, it is apparently, but what is an EOS blockchain producer? How to become one and why? Let's try this. Reddit usually has some pretty unfiltered answers as well. Let's see here. Perhaps you've heard of an EOS block producer. What is it and what does it do? Why is there such a creature? Yes, they do exist. For those of you who don't know about EOS, you might know about the EOS blockchain uses delegated proof-of-stake consensus algorithm for confirming transactions. That's why EOS isn't mineable. So why couldn't they have just said that on their website, that it's delegated proof of stake? Proof of stake, you stake up your tokens, in order to help secure the network. And I've talked about it quite a bit on this show. Delegated proof of stake is when the community all chips in and they vote for who the reliable block producers will be and the reliable validators. If you aren't a reliable validator, if your node is offline, in this case, if you start asking for too much money and stuff like that, then you'll be voted out. I believe Arc blockchain only allows 50 validators, and every blockchain sets their number of the validators that they want driving their blockchain. Because what happens whenever you get too many validators across the net, it's super secure, but then it becomes slow, and the transaction speed's lower because it has to get consensus with all these different block producers. If you have a set number of validators and block producers on a blockchain, and they're good and reliable and secure, and they're voted in and stuff like that, then it helps maintain the speed of the network, because then consensus is not having to go around to millions of computers. And that's kind of why Bitcoin is so slow, because it's the most secure network out there, period. But it has to go through tons of validations and consensus from just tons of Bitcoin nodes all over the world. And then if you have a delegated proof of stake, then you don't have to go, and they're voted in. There's a certain specific number of them. It doesn't take as much time to get consensus from all these as far as the verification of the transaction. So that's why EOS isn't mineable. Instead, it uses a voting system to elect network delegates who are charged with the responsibility of keeping the network secure. These elected delegates are called EOS Block Producers, and the network operation is dependent on them. Blocks will still be produced with cryptography that is unbreakable. However, the presence of entities that run nodes and provide the hardware introduce a partial centralization of the network, which I'm sure garners some criticism. Block producers are one of the most exciting innovations introduced by Block One. Instead of being run by a small number of mining pools like Bitcoin and Ethereum, EOS has a group of 21 block producers that gets elected and can change on a regular basis. Keep reading to find out more. What is an EOS block producer and how does one become one and why? I will link this article in the description. But I mean, I've read a lot of different types of articles like this that kind of summarize what a validator or a block producer is, so I can pretty much already know what it's going to say. I mean, EOS started in June of 2018. Now we know this. Back then, Tezos was another proof of stake mechanism, but proof of stake was really kind of, as far as I know, if you know differently, please let me know. But it was just kind of really getting its momentum going, and versus mining, which is what Bitcoin and Ethereum 1.0 were doing. So if you look back at CoinMarketCap, where'd you go? Let's see here. So you have EOS at number 5. So XRP, that's pretty much centralized. It doesn't even use like a blockchain. Bitcoin Cash is mining, Ethereum's mining, Bitcoin's mining, proof of work, Litecoin's proof of work. Cardano really did not fully function or exist then at that time, and so but it's proof of stake now. Monero's mining. I don't really know about IOTA and Tron. Ethereum Classic is mining. Tezos is proof of stake. So you have to go down to number 18 and then basically number 5 to find any proof of stake type of stuff. So yeah, interesting. Let's see right now where we are with it. Mining, Ethereum's still mining technically. Cardano's proof of stake. Binance coin, I'm not really sure how Binance does it. XRP is its own deal. Dogecoin is mining. Polkadot, I don't know how Polkadot is generated. Anyway, so I don't know. I'll have to dig deeper. Like I said, I'm still learning about this stuff every day. Yeah, so interesting stuff. Let's take a quick look at the Block One website. I'm pretty much out of time. How did I get to 38? Jeez. All right, I'm way over time. I do this every single time. I just start going down these rabbit holes in the morning when I need to be getting ready for work. I don't know, man. As you saw, this show is just all about me just jumping on here and learning along with you. So, forgive my ignorance on a lot of this stuff, and that's just what it's about. And I guess this is the company that started and built the EOS blockchain and the EOS IO. And interesting. All right, I got to get to work. I use my morning time looking at EOS and what all this stuff is about. So that being said, I don't have my reggae music queued up, so I can't really go out with a reggae bang. So I will have to talk to you guys tomorrow, and we'll do the interview with Bern Huxtable of MarketSquare.io. And then I believe Sunday we're doing a roundtable called the Metaverse Think Tank. So that should be interesting. I've never done a roundtable, so we'll see how that works out. You know me, I just kind of throw crap against the wall and see what sticks. And sometimes it works out good and sometimes it doesn't. And I had no idea I'd be sitting around like poking through EOS this morning. So here you go. All right. Well, I will talk to you guys later.